U7Buy provides the most convenient, fastest, and safest way to upgrade your team with numerous positive reviews and verified by top creators from different countries with 24/7 online customer support. Before the end of October, all users who place an order for FC26 coins on U7Buy for their first order of FC26 coins can enjoy a plus 10% coin bonus. Using my discount code Inception can get an additional 8% discount. Okay guys, so we're going to be talking about the 4411 this time for the video. I would say that this is probably the most effective formation in the game. If you stray away from, I would say, 4411, 4231, and probably the 442, I would say in this game you're already playing at a disadvantage, right? But in my opinion, you have more fun playing with 412 and 2 and the 4321, like those sort of formations, right? So that's why I always try to provide like different options. Like in the 4321 video, we showed basically the entire highlights of me playing FUT Champs plus the rewards, and we still did really well with it. But obviously, you do play at a disadvantage in the defensive front. So this video, probably in one day, is probably going to do better than that video, right? But I still enjoy using the formations that are outside of the meta because the meta is boring. It's a park the bus counter game. I think with the 4411 specifically, this formation, it probably gives you the best variation of attacking AI while not being like super boring to use. You know what I'm saying? Because of the box to box, the deep line playmaker, all that kind of stuff, right? So but yeah, I am going to show you guys two different variations depending on the types of players that you have. This is the team that we use for a little bit of the highlights, but we also mainly use the other account, and the other account was I think we were like trying out Pogba on that account, the cam card, right? So that's going to be like most of the initial highlights, right? But the two variations is going to be like this, right? So the first variation is this one right here, where you have it set to balanced and defensive line height to 70. Player roles in game, you have both of the fullbacks on balanced, deep lying playmaker build-up, and box-to-box balance. I think you always want something like this just to have like general movement in this area. Honestly, De Jong, absolutely fantastic in this game. I have yet to try out a player like Valverde with the box-to-box plus. So that could be really beneficial for like the defensive areas, but attacking wise, I think the tiki-taka is just like really, really crazy, right? But Cam playmaker Arda Güler on an engine still performs very, very well for like the cheaper alternatives. Like I think Bonmati would still be an absolute beast, but regardless of the technical nerf. But yeah, Arda Güler, cheap alternative, still performs very well, plays really well in that area. Left mid, right mid, inside forward balanced. For FUT Champs this week, I actually got an untradeable Lamine Yamal on this account. And then the other account where we performed way better, we got absolutely nothing. It happens sometimes. That's why honestly, guys, if you get like if you finish on a higher record compared to a lower record, like that's just a number thing. That's why Champs is just garbage game mode. Anyways, advanced forward attack is the striker. For me, this variation feels more boring to play with. For me personally, I just feel like I don't really get as much unique attacking AI, and honestly it just comes down to like the way that the striker is laid out and the way that the midfield is laid out in the De Jong, right? But that is a very meta one, so that's going to be one of the variations. But the other one that I personally enjoy using the most is the variation that I've already showed you guys before, right? So basically with this one, the only main difference between the two is instructions in two different areas, right? So for this one, I have the striker on false 9 attack, right? So with that role nowadays, when set to attack, the false 9 will drop back from the opposition's defense and make more trailing runs into the box from deep, right? So you definitely notice that quite a bit. So that's what I notice a lot from Karim Benzema's movement, but they really help you out in the general build up too, right? So you just have like that extra man there in the midfield. But the other thing too is also the ball winning part for the midfielder. And this is more so just to force movement out of this card, especially when he does not have the plus roll on the card, right? And then obviously with the fullbacks, they're still unbalanced because when you have inside forward, it's nice to have these guys that, you know, can utilize the side positions and go from there. Now, again, with this formation, you do have to be careful because if you use a formation like this, to be honest, like most of the goals that I will concede, and I don't know if EA will ever do anything in the future about it, but we'll see, is counterattack through balls, right? Like that's the thing that I've been talking about since the beginning of the year. They're very, very effective. I would call them the valueless goals, you know, because everyone can counterattack against you as if you are losing by a goal to nil. And they can counterattack against you because you are a goal to nil. Like every single attack that they get, which is like the crazy part, right? Very rarely is it like actual breakdown opportunities once players are settled, right? But it's literally just counterattacks. You just have to be very mindful of that specifically, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've used this tactic a lot this year. As a YouTuber, obviously, if I'm trying to try hard in foot champs, I'd probably use this formation the most. But obviously, as a YouTuber, I try to provide some different options, which is why we worked with the 4-3-2-1, even though with that formation, you are playing at more of a disadvantage. However, the attacking AI is way more fun to play with on that formation than it is on these ones, right? Full meta FIFA has never really been super great. So that's why these modes make no sense, because it forces people to play like rats, or they're going to feel the need to play like rats just to guarantee a result, right? But for me, I don't care. Like champs results are irrelevant. So if I could play a 4-3-2-1 and still cook with that, then I'm down. I think what I'm going to try to do is because I think there's a couple of other formations. 4-5-1, 4-2-1-3 apparently is back. We'll do a 4-1-2-1-2. We'll try to find out some different formations. But for now, that's it for the 4-4-1-1. Enjoy the highlights. I will catch you guys for the next video. I'm pretty sure you guys will see highlights of me using Jack Grealish more. And then Mbappe's in like the second part of the highlights. Because Jack Grealish is actually, like, people talked poorly about that card, but he's actually like pretty cool, to be honest. And it's mainly because roles wise, he has inside forward plus, and then he has finesse shots, and that alone will make you a pretty good player. So like, people were hating on this card, but I mentioned in that review, like, this is one of those cards that has like a bunch of dislikes, but he's actually pretty good in game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Content comes out at like 2 o'clock now because of the time change in Europe, I believe. So yeah. Oh yeah. What, this one? Oh, that one worked. Nice. Dude, oh my goodness, wow. Yeah, pretty typical there. Deserved. He moves his keeper. I mean, come on. That's a little crazy there. Nice, Alma. There it is. I had a feeling he was going to move it there. Moved his keeper there. Nice. Oh, yeah, people say Pina has been nerfed. Bro, driven shot is too good for that to be nerfed, guys. It's too good. Yep, just simple dribbles. Yes, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. Come on. Beauty! Nice. Nice. Wow. Nice, Claudia Pina. Nice. Nice. That's a great run by De Jong. Fantastic run there. Bro, Mbappe is literally just built different. Typical meta goal. That was nice. There it is.
Fullback positions and handed the task of playing up front is Erling Haaland. Opportunity here.
There it is.
Pina. Nicely played through. Played in, and this could be.
Nice. Yeah, 4-4-1. A 4-4-1-1 is still too good. There it is. Nice.
Can they set up a chance? Can he put them in front?
Okay.
Well, this could really help the cause. Mbappe. On to Pedri. Oh, might be.
Nice football.
Might work out. Pedri. Could be.
Nice. 4-4-1-1 still cooks, man.
Here's Mbappe. Nice looking move, this. And the lead back.
Good. It's this formation. Like I'm telling you, I couldn't do any of this with the 4-1-4-1.
And what will be a penalty? To make it 2-0.
Nice. He went bottom left.
The ball just won't stick with anyone here.
Little through pass, see? Stuff like that. Makes a difference for sure. And we're going to score a typical meta goal.
Save, magnificent from the keeper. Well, how did he stop that? That is a remarkable save. Getting closer. Having a go.
We score that one.
Can't stop them. Well, they're on top and they're in control. Could be setting something now.
Yeah.
That's a good ball. And it's on here.
Oh, made him dance a little bit right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Scoreline. They're being afforded too much space here. Surely the equaliser.
Mbappe.
That didn't last long. Oh, that's really nice. That's a good ball. Tends to move ahead.
Again, Mbappe.
That good-looking attack. Sergio Busquets. Good pass, good chance. This has to be.
Wow.
And there's another one. Jordi Alba.
Yep, that's what it is right there. First time.
Closer.
We'll make that run. Disguised run. Oh, not good enough there. That's a foul and a PK, actually.
Even here.
Oh, Jordi Alba. Where's Jordi Alba? I'm gonna go bottom left this time. Nice. That's funny, because that guy, I think he went left middle or left top left.